Ladies and gentlemen, from Turn 10 Studios, Dan Greenawalt.
The Xbox conference this morning was fantastic. So we announced Forza Motorsport 5. We showed the McLaren P1. We talked about our new graphics engine built from the ground up for the X11. It runs 1080p natively at 60 frames per second, all new materials, lighting, looks fantastic. And then we talked about Drivatar. Well, Drivatar is an old name. We've had it since 2005, way ahead of its time. It was machine learning, and we've kept the name, but it's a totally new system now. The Drivatar is actually more similar to like big data and search than it is to AI now. It's nothing to do with replays, it's not ghosts, it's not asynchronous. We're actually taking all the data, the telemetry of how you drove, and then the computers in the cloud are crunching on that information and creating a profile that represents you online. It's really cool. It's got me invigorated because I love this. It's not like AI, it's like something totally new. You know, we're gonna be there at launch with an epic mega game. Hundreds of cars, each car's got Forza Vista, you can open them up, get inside. Yes, it's much prettier, 1080p, 60 frames per second. We've got things we're doing in physics now that were not possible on the last generation, and it's not just that. We have new partners, and we're actually on the cutting edge of physics that not even the PC simulators are doing. We're actually doing things now that the F1 team simulators are not doing. Not all of that's in this current build. We're going to be talking about more of that this summer. There's some really cutting edge things happening now. So the things that are happening in Forza, I mean, it's physics, it's haptics, it's graphics, it's the opponents that you're racing again. We've got dedicated servers for multiplayer. We're curating all the liveries so you don't have to go to the auction house and the storefront. The best liveries find you, and as a creator, you get paid based on how people use them. The game is completely different, but anyone who knows Forza is going to know that feel. It feels good, it feels right. And then you turn all the assists off and you're going to have the best simulator that money can buy. So obviously we've got a long-term partnership with Top Gear, and that partnership will be returning in Forza Motorsport 5 with all new things going on. So hundreds of cars in the game, and the cars are divided into these kind of spiritual groups. Think Hot Hatch or Production Rally. And those groups were worked on by us and by Top Gear. It was a collaboration. And then all of those groups are narrated by the three presenters from Top Gear, all three, not just Jeremy. So Top Gear's integrated in a big way throughout the game. We also have partnerships. In the past we had Pirelli and Toyo for tires. Now we're working with Calspan. Calspan's not a name that everybody knows, but if you know physics, you absolutely must know Calspan. They are the leading experts in testing, in complex fluid dynamics, in tires, in aerodynamics. They are the pioneers in all of, in fact, tire testing that's usually done, like at Pirelli, is called Calspan testing. It's like the Kleenex of tires. So we started partnering with them not because they had the right name, they're the right guys. They're the best engineers in the world. And of course, McLaren. McLaren has a great simulator program they work on as well. They have Formula One team, they've got their great car with the P1. So there's partnerships going on there. There's even more we'll be announcing. Honestly, partnerships is the way that we supplement our skills. We bring in partners to make ourselves better. And we found that's been hugely successful to make our game better. So there's going to be a lot of those we talk about.
One of the main parts of the reveal trailer at the Xbox One conference before E3 was there was a glimpse of commentary.
There's 2 more corners to go!
No, there's no commentary in the game. That was actually, it wasn't an allusion to the ALMS partners that we've had in the past, because that's actually an ALMS commentator from the United States. But it was really just meant to give you the excitement of racing, because that was really a piece, even though it was in-engine, it was meant to just give you the feeling, hey, this is motorsport, hey, this is hardcore, even though it was on a prog track. We do have hundreds of cars, and we still have hot hatches. We still have, you know, some of those kind of micro and city cars. That's not where you start. So basically, we're starting the game in a great area. You know, Spocom, fast cars, rear-wheel drive, really performant cars. And what we're allowing you to do is go where you want. So the hope is that we're not, well, basically not the hope, we're not gifting cars based on you won here and we're going to gift you a car. We're going to give you a lot more money. And with that money, you buy the cars you want and you go where you want. So we're really making it about your choice. And then we curate. So whenever you go into a new group, like let's say GT, There's a whole lot of cars that could be in the GT category, but based on the choices you've made, we're going to offer up cars that actually fit your style. So you're going to get recommendations. So rather than gifting people cars and even giving them a choice there, we're just saying, look, follow your passion, buy the cars you want. If you want to race in the high-end race leagues, do that. If you want to avoid hot hatch, do that. If you want to spend your time in hot hatch or production rally, the whole game's there for you.
Graphically then, what stands out as a really, like, what would players immediately notice is completely different? Is it just the lighting, or have you got some really like minor details in there where players are like, oh look, there's a piece of dirt on the bonnet or something in there?
There's some insane shit going on. Sorry. So obviously I'm passionate about our game. Graphically though, we've got like the shaders allow us to do the little scratch marks that happen when they're casting and creating things. So you'll go into like engine pieces, you'll see on rims, you'll see the little scuff marks, but also even our paint has 3 different layers. We're doing basically subsurface scattering, which people talked about to get skin on humans in CG. We're doing that on the cars. So we have a base layer, we have a metal fleck layer, and a clear coat layer. You get the orange peel across the clear coat. It's incredible the detail that we're getting in there. And yes, we also have particles and God rays and lens flare and anomalies on the lenses. We've got dirt kicking up and bugs and things on the grill of the car. The cars get better damage. I mean, the game is a quantum leap in what it looks like graphically.